Well, hello, this is Greg. Just bought the Phantom 2 Vision Plus and absolutely loved it. So this is my first few videos. My wife and I in the backyard, trying to show her what 1,200 bucks will do. Showing you the backyard there, just kind of cruising around. Didn't do anything fancy right off the bat. Up and down, landed it a couple times. Flew towards the backyard a little bit, turned around, came back. Of course, screwed that up. Flew around by those trees behind where we were standing and hit them. Got a little green on the propellers right off the bat. But other than that, it worked out pretty good. So, this is the back of our house over the pool, just trying to do a few things. I stopped the video a few times, took a few pictures just to see how they worked out. I noticed I did a few things wrong, such as turning around way too fast. If you watch it long enough, you'll get dizzy. But it worked out pretty well. So sit back and enjoy. Hopefully YouTube doesn't cut the music off behind it here. Nothing like a little Luke Bryan anyway. Anyway, no stabilization on the movie. This is just basically the Windows Movie Maker program. This thing is straight out of the box. Charged both batteries, got them cranked up, brought them outside, and just couldn't believe how easy it was to operate. The gimbal worked absolutely perfect. Just steady. Just a slight breeze in the backyard tonight, but there you can see my other camera. I was filming it back and forth. Of course, the backyard has a little sawmill and some logs that need to be cut up. So fly to the corner of the property, just kind of spin around, see what's going on. Those are the trees I hit over there on the right. It was actually kind of funny. But nothing fell. I mean, chopped a leaf off and you can see it fall down through the camera lens. But, you know, like I said, the propellers got a little green. Washed them up. They were good as new. Heading back towards the shop over there, just checking out the doors to see if I could fly through it, which I do later. It was actually kind of a neat shoot there, so a lot of fun. I'm zooming over my head here. That was actually, it's a little closer than you think, but it was a lot of fun. Flying over the pool. I got kind of cautious when I went over the water. I certainly didn't want that thing to get wet. Not the first day anyway. Anyway, I ordered this through Amazon and had just all kinds of trouble getting it here. I received a new debit card and I didn't have the PIN number, and of course, so the sale didn't go through, and arguing with Amazon 3 or 4 times, canceling orders and replacing orders, and like I said, it was about 2 weeks worth of hell, but I finally got it today. So trying to stay low and see how things are working, and checking out the view through the viewfinder and stuff through the camera. I've got a iPhone 5. I use that for running my Phantom, but I'm doing everything by a visual check right now. Didn't really take it out of the backyard too much, just kind of flying around, just checking things out. Here in central Pennsylvania, it's nothing but trees everywhere, so you gotta kind of watch where you're going. The thing is super steady. I mean, you just can't believe it. It's like a picture when you stop and hover. Just an awesome piece of equipment. But when I opened the box, I couldn't believe how little that camera is, and the job that it actually does is just a phenomenal piece of equipment. So anyway, flying over the neighbor's tree over his backyard, flying back over. It's always funny in all these videos, there's always like one guy standing in the middle of a field or somewhere kind of looking down, looking around, seeing what's going on. It's absolutely hilarious. I must have watched 500 YouTube videos, quadcopters, DHI or DJIs and everything else. Just hilarious. Anyway, I wanted to try something different, so I flew over the house and tried to get a little, oh, if you want to call it like a real estate view, slide out from behind a tree, check the house out. Give it a little bit different view. Notice the Owens Corning shingles that have rotted after 20 years. They're 40-year shingles. They'll never make it. Anyway, flying over the little cherry tree and down, heading towards the shop. Just trying to get some different views and trying a little control factor. It's a little bit, it's very simple, but to do things right, it took a little bit. So and it will take a little bit more practice too. So just trying to do a little slide, side by side action here into the sign. And just a low flight over towards the back of the shop, and of course this is the scary part. This is where I'm going to go through the garage. So I think my next purchase, besides a carrying case, will probably be a, looks like I need a leaf blower there, but my next purchase might be some goggles, just to see how that works. I do have a Thrive. I'm going to try and hook that up and see how it looks in there. But here's the back part of the shop where the sawmill normally sets. Just trying to get through here without hitting anything. So I figure after, maybe 12 to 14 minutes of flying, I kind of got the hang of it anyway. Right about now my neighbor is calling me on the phone, so I'm chatting with him. He wanted to know what the hell was up in the air. So he actually came over and took a little peek. He thought it was kind of cool, so old TR, he's a good neighbor. Anyway, I took a few still shots. They actually turned out pretty good. I can't wait to, get a little bit better angles, a little brighter day, showing my daughter how things work. So that was actually kind of cool. A little overhead view of the leaves in the pool. There's only a couple, so it's not a big deal. And one more shot of the house. Then we have a little fun in the backyard, just kind of cruising around. We've got 30 acres here, so we're kind of just cruising over the trees, heading back towards the fields. Got a few food plots back there and some deer stands, of course. Well, there's my cabin. You can see it down in the bottom. Everybody should have a cabin 200 yards from their house. I'm still trying to get used to flying and operating the camera, and I have to concentrate more actually on going slow. I found myself turning too fast. When I looked at some of the videos, you actually get dizzy. So I can only imagine what everybody else sees. So yeah, I got some work to do there. one of my food plots. There's the cabin. Yeah, see, there's one of those quick spins and another one. I don't know if something's running up there at the top of the screen. I'm gonna have to look at that better. I just happened to notice that. Maybe some bear or deer or something running through the backfield. Yep, now we're flying back home. Time to change batteries and go out and do another run. I sure wish we had a battery that would last about an hour, because I'm telling you what, these 20-minute runs just aren't enough when you when you first get this thing. You need like 6 batteries just so you can keep going. They're just way too much fun. I had absolutely no trouble with calibration and taking off, landing. The only thing I did do was, you can see that white thing in the middle of the yard there at the bottom of the screen. I got a small piece of drywall just for the Phantom to take off from. That way the camera's not sitting in the grass. So anyway, looking over the state game lands and back over the house and stuff, you can see the property layout. But a very fine piece of equipment. I have absolutely no qualms about anything, except the battery's harder than hell to get out. But you know, nothing like a tight fit, I guess. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. I'm gonna start posting a few more. Might as well post them. Nobody else. I mean, nobody else is telling me not to, so I'm just going to keep popping them out. Anyway, this is 570 Drone. If you need something or want something, go ahead and give me a holler. I'd be more than happy to talk to you about my purchase and how it's working. I'm not very technical about anything yet, so you know, definitely a newbie. Less than 10 hours on the books right now. So anyway, good talking with you, and hope you enjoyed the video. One last fly over the house, and away we go. Nothing better.